Oh my God,
Oh, it is an
did
axe now. Oh
you did
no.
this on the 21st? Oh, I'm way behind. If you did it that soon.
I probably didn't ping it enough, but yeah. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but it's enough where we need to practice it.
Oh, now I
But
feel
really,
bad.
we haven't done Luminary Training since it came out, so that's kind of way overdue. And
Oh, that explains why. Position, I was like,
So you want no hollow ground, but you want bow of truth.
right,
Okay.
the short version is Luminary doesn't have to do as much stab as Firebrand did because Troubadour. So you also do a lot of heal and cleanse. You're not locked into wounds only. The thing that we need to get better on is spreading out skills, basically. So having it pre-assigned, Firebrand is stab 1, stab 2, and then Troubadour 3, 4 will keep us from wasting skills as much.
And do we use all our skills at once?
No, that's the problem.
okay, I know already.
Well, it's spacing out the stabs, as I understand it.
Exactly.
But when you go into Radiant Forge, from what I've been doing, it's just spam kind of all of them and then get out of it.
Well,
Right, Forge is a whole nother thing, yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I've been kind of spacing the Forge because every time, like, if you go into Forge and do, like, I'll do Forge 3 free, and that'll blast it, which that's the Luminary's blessing. But then if you do 2, you create that field again. But I do space them out like 2 Mississippis because you're restarting Luminary's blessing again. Unless we're in a hurry, then I'm just like 3, 3, 2, 2, and I'll leave off with 5 because it gives you Aegis, and every time your Aegis blocks, you're resetting the cooldown of your F3 by a couple seconds. So if I have 5 available, I just hit it once, but not twice. Oh, jeez, I need to get out of
The main thing is really the change in the last trait of
Hey folks,
Lumi. Hey,
what's the need?
we're gonna do a quick Luminary training and then jump in and set up. But
Oh,
so
actually,
yeah, if Luminary, if you got it, otherwise whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
actually, I
I'll set
am
up the
doing
build
this
then
one.
because I don't think I have it.
I'm playing position.
All right, let me ping the build one more time. All right, so that last one, that Sovereign of Light, the last trait in Luminary. We get, if we play this right, and it's not that complicated, we get a lot of bonus cleanse and healing just for playing the build.
Yeah, and I've been running that since you mentioned it, and I've noticed a huge difference. Like, there's times where I'm doing just as much healing as not the druids. It's hard to keep up with the druids, but Scrapper, I can do that pretty easy.
Which color?
Guardian come in blue, everybody else green. So yeah, that's Sovereign of Light. Basic idea is that you want to have light aura, and then you want to pop it with one of your weapon skills in Forge, which will heal and cleanse. So there's a lot of ways to get light aura. Heal skill is one. Just for going into Forge gives you the light aura. There is a combo with the leap that will also give you light aura, but being aware of movement and stuff is a whole thing. So if you leap finish a light field, you get the aura. So like staff 3, I'll go in and then do my 4 light aura. But the movement is not always the best thing.
Could you repeat that?
Sure. So the combo is between staff 3, which is a light field, and it can be other light fields too. It could be anybody's light field.
Could be like Bow of Truth.
Could be Bow of Truth, yeah. If some other healer drops a light field, that works as well. So don't feel like you have to personally do it. It's just the idea of entering into Radiant Forge and then using the 4 skill to trigger that combo. And then you get this nice bubble around you. After which, when you use another Luminary skill, it will burst and do more healing. Generally, though, that is not a great skill. That 4 skill can get you into huge trouble, like launching yourself off cliffs and stuff. So stay off of that Forge 4 unless you want to move. Let me ping it.
Execution.
Oh, dang
You
it.
should get me out of combat. For fuck's sake, it's a little bit.
Alright, it is 8 o'clock, so I don't know if Tanis is recording probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me double check.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. There's more we can get better at with this, so I'm really just gonna hit the basic level because I haven't put that much time playing this as much as I want to yet. But the light aura bit is more passive. Don't worry about that bit as much. Your job is stab 1 and stab 2 and a lot of boons to go with it. I.e., you're responsible for the group not getting pulled initially, which is where we lose a lot of people. So at this range of us to Leafy, you know, about max staff range, we can start getting pulled. Once we enter into that, the tag should be saying stab 1, but if they don't, still it's on you. Valor's stance is stab 1.
Okay.
So this is a longer lasting and that is kind of one of those things where fights are always different. Maybe I might get juked and the other guys just run away, and then the stab might get wasted. Shit happens. But then once that runs out and you're watching that boon on your bar because that's your job, the stab 2 would be stand your ground. And this is, you know, once we're in combat, if we're backing off of combat and we're out of range, you can save it.
I'm not supposed to stack like 15 stacks of stab.
Correct. The better thing is to keep them stacked out in time because boon rips happen. So even if you have 25 stacks, if they boon rip you, you could lose all those stacks. Like a corruption will turn those right into a condition. So there's a lot of situations where it's not good to have a lot of stacks. So that is basically looking like actually target me. Click on me. I've got my stuff. Okay, stab 1. I've got that wall looking icon. Now everybody else is giving me extra stab. I gotta get further away. And stab 2. All right, stand your ground. Going. And just about out. All right, now, caveat. If we get hit with Wells, if we get hit with Necros Focus 5, etc., all that's gone. So if something happens, then that stab goes bye-bye, we need more stab. So
That'd be Radiant Courage.
Right, that's the backup. And that is generally what you're looking for once the clash happens. Once we're actually fighting. Once we're pushing or they're pushing within, within well range. So stab range 1200, max staff range. Well range into 900. And then you need to get your F3 going for all the other nice boons, protection, etc. F2, F1, don't really worry, like, they're not as strategic. I mean, F2 is a nice heal, but hit them on cooldown. Just keep hitting them. Make sure you hit all 3 before you go into Forge. And then once you're forging, 2, 3, and 5 are really the priority. Like I said, 4 can be dangerous. You don't always want to lead forward. It'll go at a target if you have somebody targeted. 5 is double use, just like it is on regular shield. 1 doesn't really do anything big for you. So you've hit your F skills. You've gone into Forge. Pump out some boons with the 2, with the 3, with the 5. And then you're moving on. Don't camp Forge.
The reason I'll do 3 then 2 is 3. Yeah, so you go into F4, do 3 first because it creates a light field, and then I hit it again because it cleanses. But then when you go into 2, you're doing a combo on the light field you just made, and it resets light aura or your Luminary's Blessing. So you can keep your Luminary's Blessing going longer if you go 3 if you need the cleanse, 2, 5 if you got it. I didn't think about 4, the leap, if you've got a light field down. Mostly because there's times where it takes me out of position accidentally, but
right, like
I'll
that's
use that more
low
often.
priority.
Yeah.
Don't worry about doing that
Yeah.
really much. Just
Oh, the Defiant
Yeah.
break on 5 is nice as well.
Yeah, I'll use that for a CC. Like if they call for CC and I've got 5 ready, F2 is the same, or F4 2 is a CC on its initial, whereas 5 is a CC if you blast it twice.
Now I'm gonna pause the fight there because we've used our stab. We've gone into melee. We're hitting the F3. We're going into Forge, which is basically like pumping out all the boons possible. And even previous to that, like, you need to be hitting your elite. Using Feel My Wrath as the elite versus the leap, I think, is gonna help a lot for our wells to actually work. The idea being you're hitting that when the commander's saying wells, so that the wells happen faster and harder. So that's the aggression. Like, that also has the super speed, so we're going in faster. So that's...
Well, yeah, I've been using it when we do our initial push, but should I be saving it for a well?
It should be the same thing.
Okay.
Like, that... Yeah, that's kind of on the commander, but realistically, like, if we're commanding properly and we don't get fucked up, it should be the same thing.
Okay.
But yeah, the initial hit when we're charging, whatever that looks like.
5 1/4. Okay.
So we're hitting that on the way in. Stab has been used appropriately. We're clashing in melee. F skills used going into Forge. 3, 2, 3, 5. Now you're dropping the Forge. Somewhere in there, depending on how the fight goes, if there's a need for a heal, the bow right on your feet.
Okay.
It's not something to be using to save some guy that squirreled off tag or got pulled. It's a lot of hits for a lot of people. You want to save that to put on the group. And then you have your shield and your axe, which axe 3 is a nice pull. It's not going to pull people vertically, but if they're, if we're in combat level ground, it'll pull them nicely.
And is that the main reason to switch from mace to axe, is so we have an extra pull?
The 2 is actually really valuable too.
Just for the fury, or?
There, it gives us another light field, the cripple, and the fury. So it's got multiple bonuses to it.
Okay.
If we're really lacking in Aegis, we might need to go back to Mace, but with everything else considered, we should be pretty tanky. And staff is staff. Nothing changes with staff.
Yeah,
Just,
okay.
you know, empowering line.
Mace is really only like one additional Aegis anyway, right?
Yeah, this
Get that
the
one
Mace
block
3
skill.
is, yeah, that's kind of its only value, so
It helps up to
generally staff
protection,
wins.
but I feel like we usually have pretty upkeep on protection.
Right.
Yeah, if we're running scrappers and that, they should be putting out a pretty good amount of it.
Yeah, because actually,
A big piece is
yeah, go ahead.
a big piece with this working well is going to be you doing that, and then the troubadours waiting until you're done to do their stability, which should be on a second or third push even, because your stability lasts a while.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I feel like the Aegis is a lot like the stab, where when you look at the meters, it's, you know, the exclamation points, meaning that you're giving so much Aegis that's not being used. Like you give Aegis and it didn't even have the time to block an attack, and you stacked it again. So if anything, I see we do have too much Aegis, and either we need to spread it out more, your skills that do it, instead of, you know, just compacting them all at once, or we just have good Aegis coverage.
like once you're clashing, you want to spam it as fast as you can to
Yeah, 'cause you're
block
gonna get a lot of
all the
hits,
hits
yeah.
coming in. But it is a different boon because the uptime's weird. Like it's just on us a lot passively. You're just pooping it out just because your F3 exists.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get a quick practice and we're gonna jump in. The other piece is that 2 luminaries works. If we don't have a troubadour, we'll just double up luminaries.
Oh, okay.
So the more people that can actually play this fairly well, the better. So not everybody.
Okay.
We're gonna 3, yeah, perfect. Kibbs and Kai. We're just gonna stand still and tank the hits from the other guy. The other whoever's over there, doesn't matter.
Who wants first?
So
Let's
3,
go,
2, 1,
Zishan.
hit us. We got stab. Start going into forge. Back up a little bit. Use your shield, use your staff. Bow. If you haven't used it yet, that would be a good bow moment. You can even pull just
Good.
to
I
mess
put
with it.
well down to see how they did with the strips.
I think they probably used wells, but if not, yeah.
Yeah.
We use Thunderclap on start.
Like there's still a need to move. Like we can't tank everything. Like we had to back out of that initial hit because that was painful. But there is a lot that we can take. So we have to actually trust and stick within the heal range and have everybody right on it, not freaking out and pressing buttons, and then it should work well.
Should we
Yeah.
go for the other group now?
Yeah, we'll stay put. You guys go after them.
Zishan, let's go.
Get your boons on. 3, 2, 1. Wells, whatever you got. Keep pressing buttons. Little move, maybe. You got hurt.
Oh, I got mounted out.
The shield block, yeah.
Like a couple axe pulls.
There, I'll pull you back in.
Then got you, Dennis.
Yeah. I'm like without that
Did all of us have
without
damage
hollow
targets?
ground, I'm like, ah, shit.
So okay, punt Dennis back and down.
And in the situation where we're double luminarying,
Yeah, I think it'll cover.
the first firebrand or the first Lumi does 1 and 2, and then the second luminary does 3 and 4. So it's just, you know, you guys being more aware of actually looking at your party view and the orange boons on people's bar. If you don't know that, press P and uncheck view as grid.
Yeah, it's just hard when we're all in one big party here.
Right, it looks weird because we're not sorted, but especially as luminary, you want to be looking at your party and seeing if they have boons or not. Healer in general. All right, that's plenty. I want to do a little bit more of this to get us up to speed.
What about
Try
F1?
second
Did you
line.
cover that?
You just spam it on cooldown once we're in a
Alright,
fight.
so I
It's
got
offensive
7.
movements, but
F1
Oh, so
and
the same
F2,
as
you said,
F2.
right?
Okay.
if we're going for a hit, like that's yeah. What was that, Tiger?
Okay. Wait.
Oh, I said you said F1 and F2 you can spam off cooldown, but then you did say it right after that. So
Yeah,
all good.
they're pretty quick. All right, let's get out of combat and we'll
Okay.
jump in. And